Haas is awesome. One of the first content creators I found on YouTube outside of the main, Nostalgianomics, PokeNE, PokeRev. You're one of the first guys I saw. I think you were doing some kind of investigative video series on
Oh
like
my
I don't know if it was
goodness.
scammers or something. And I just loved the content, and you were super nice to respond to me in the comments and everything. So shouting out your sleeve tattoo, which looks absolutely sick. And yeah, is there anything that you want to say? Like, tell us about your business. Kind of what do you do in the space? What are some of your goals?
Let's see. Trying to get my YouTube to go. I think
Oh
I
yeah,
did it. I
Haas is
think
also going live on YouTube, guys. If y'all want to hop over to his
yeah.
channel, and
First of all,
yeah,
RTCG on my end, you guys need to follow him. Super cool guy. Super cool guy. Um we kind of found each other when I kind of started into all this and and he's just awesome. He's just cool. He's one of the first people that I started watching outside of the big mainstream guys too. And realistically, he kind of drove me to start getting way heavier into YouTube and social media stuff in the first place. So
oh, that's sweet.
he's more inspiring than I am by far and way more articulate. I love it.
I probably just have more practice. I think that's probably what it is. I've just maybe done it a little bit longer.
No, I just
Um,
talk like a ogre essentially.
no,
But
dude.
that's why
Um,
we're always like, hey guys, Haas with Haas Games and Cards. Hope you're all doing awesome because you all deserve it. The classic intro,
yes, it's awesome.
and
I
you are
I
the
always look
bulk
forward to it,
king. It's
dude.
amazing. I could not do it.
That is high praise because there's some crazy bulk people out there. But yeah, bulk has been awesome for me, man. That would be a good topic for us to cover one day too, because the uh, the time investment it takes to put into bulk is a lot. It takes a
Oh,
lot
I'm
of
sure.
time, but there's this there's this loop of like knowing that I'm turning cards I bought at 1 penny into
Oh,
6 pennies, 10, 20, 50 cents. It's like crazy. So if you just look at the profit percentage, it's bonkers. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Huge
Um,
like multiplication on it.
yeah. But I think it's a great way for people to get their toes into the selling space. But it's hard. It's hard,
Yeah.
and I think people could probably burn out or realize real fast that's not for me. But so you have a cool story. So you actually have distribution.
Hmm.
You sell a lot locally as well. You're really connected, it seems, locally and everything. Vending. Tell us a little bit about that. How'd you get distribution, all that kind of stuff?
I'll try to keep it abridged. It's pretty long. But so HaasGamesandCards.com, that's my website. But essentially, um I don't know how deep you want me to get, but I came in around when Obsidian Flames existed. That's what kind of pulled me back into the hobby. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool Charizard set. And 151 was coming up. I'm like, ooh, that's exciting. It really sucked me back in. I bought, and this is how I started with pretty much zero into it, but I bought two display cases of booster bundles for 151 when it came out. Sold one, ripped the other for fun, and it paid it off. And I was just like, huh, I think we can make something of this. So that's when I started. And I know you made that video after Pokey talked about his stuff of as far as like rushing the LLC. And I like your points. And I think nowadays probably rushing the LLC definitely not a priority because it's so hard to get distribution right now. We can talk about how crazy that is nowadays. But so basically I rushed an LLC, started ripping shipping on whatnot, which I don't like ripping shipping on whatnot, but had to start it to get some sales data, presented it to distro. They said, hey, go buy like $4,000 to $6,000 worth of stuff in 4 months, and then we'll let you have allocations.
That's
So I just bought
crazy.
all the junk they didn't want, which back then is not junk now.
That's
I
probably
mean,
true. Yeah.
it's yeah, like all the lunch boxes and Silver Tempest ETBs for $25 and
Ooh,
Lost
dang.
Origin. They're just like, this is trash. If you help us move it, we'll help you. And that's kind of how we jumped into that. And now we do card shows, we do our website. I'd love to get back to doing rip and ships on like YouTube and not Whatnot, because I just find Whatnot so disgusting.
Yeah,
But
the negative stories really, I don't know. It makes me kind of pause to jump on board there too.
yeah, but my goals with the whole thing isn't even really to make money per se. It's to pay for the allocations I keep so I can keep it towards my sealed collection and have it paid off, not be in debt. But I think eventually we'll be able to scale to a point to where we do make money on top of that too. And I think we do right now, especially with Japanese stuff, since that's not part of my English spend.
Yeah.
But there's so much. I mean, it's so hard to get English stuff in the first place. And you'll get your first small allocation of whatever set comes out. And then after that, distro just has nothing. There's just nothing on the websites. And then you have to wait. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you can buy a case of something for market, and you can only buy one case per week, and it goes away after a week. So
That's tough. Yeah.
it's crazy, but I love doing
Dang.
it. And I think my goals are to more move into social media. I think that's way more important than trying to do anything else right now. But I want to still do that to help drive the business. And what else? Out of state card shows. I want to work on that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing Card Party
Oh, really?
in
That's cool.
California, but it's
Ooh.
so expensive.
Yeah,
It's
no
like
joke.
$800 for 2 tables, then lodging, driving. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
and I
see.
think Brian mentioned that as well. Just like being careful about jumping too deep into these like big name shows and stuff. Being careful about your spend and making sure you stay profitable.
I think
It's
I
crazy.
think I'd have to look at it as more of like a vacation
Sure,
for
that's
sure.
true. That's true.
Yeah,
Do you
not a profit thing.
you don't sell on TCG Player, right? Like how much would you
No,
say? How much do you sell something like singles right now?
only at card shows.
Okay.
I only do singles at card shows. I have a ton of them, and I have a really cool. I wouldn't say collection because they're just specifically for card shows, but Um, eventually, I might do a section on my website for singles, but mainly just saving for the card shows.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of opposites in our approaches a little bit. It's outside of Japanese probably. I do some
Right.
local sales and some vending with my Japanese boxes. I want to do more vending in 2026 as well. I've had so much fun making connections locally, and then just
Oh,
being
there's
able
my
like,
wife.
oh, hello. It's so cool to see like kids and families run up to your booth,
Yeah.
buy a box of something like Shiny Treasure. And at one of my first vending shows, the son of the family was like ripping through the packs. He really wanted the Bubble Mew, and he hit it in his last pack,
Oh
and he
wow.
screamed in the LGS, and it was so hype. But those are the kind of moments and memories that I think are super sweet and unique about like selling Pokemon. Like it brings so much joy to people.
I'd agree with that.
Sometimes, most of the
There's
time.
so many layers to this. And it's like you have your online business where there's very little personable space on that, other than emails. And
Yeah,
then you have your card shows where, I mean, I have like a stack of free cards right here that I have a card show tomorrow, but I'm just like, oh, cool, free cards ready to go for the kids,
that's
you know,
sweet.
stickers and stuff like that. And when I'm working, I go out in the community and I give crap out to boo or two. But yeah, I don't know. There's just so much I want to accomplish, especially with this Pokemon card treasure hunt thing
Oh yeah, that
that
looks
I
cool. I saw
started.
your videos.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that like all over the United States. I'm excited for that.
That's super sweet. If there's anything I can do to help, like just loop me in. We can maybe try to collab there. We'll talk about it offline maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
What are
well,
you
I
trying
know.
to accomplish nowadays?
Oh yeah. So basically, I'm just trying to keep my head down and kind of grind on the things that I know that are working for my business. So I started my business with about kind of similar to you, had very little capital. Yo, Harley, good to see you on Twitch. Good to see you. I'm chatting with Haas from Haas Games and Cards.
Hey, Harley.
But yeah, I started with about $1,000. Used that to buy my printer and all the supplies, and then my first bulk lot and dove in. And I would say I probably like working capital month to month is like somewhere between 3 to 7, maybe 5 to 10,000, depending on how sales are going. And not paying myself anything. It's the grind, you're just rolling everything back into it. but I've been so addicted. Such a bad word. It's not addicted. I've been so fixated on that because you can see how it works, right? Like it's like unlocking the puzzle. It's like, okay, I can see how if I continue to do this over the next 1 2 years, like Brian from Pokey said, it starts to compound. And all of a sudden I'm not spending 5,000 a month, I'm spending 10 and 15 and then 20. And so I've just been keeping my head down with the single cells. I want to expand into eBay for some growth goals, and expansion is selling bulk lots on eBay to kind of go through a lot of my back end, my backlog of bulk. I want to start doing vending more often. I love the person to person
So fun.
communication. It's so cool. But those are some of my goals. Obviously, social media. I think I disagreed with the LLC thing from Brian, but he hit the nail on the head when it comes to focusing on social media. It can just open so many doors, and I think that's so sweet. So
I feel like the LLC thing was very important to rush before the bull run, for sure.
yeah,
But right now, probably not the highest priority.
yeah,
Because back then, like you're racing to get distro. And I think I was probably one of the last people that did that was online. Because as soon as I hit that spend limit to get allocations, everything went away at the
wow,
distribution website.
that's
And I think I
crazy.
have an older video from last year, November, where I'm talking about how things are starting to get limited. And I'm like, hey, I'm willing to do these case deals under market. This looks like things are going away. You guys should buy it. And I look back at it, I'm like, man, I wish I could buy at those prices right now.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or
That's
just buy that
crazy.
product in general. But then
Yeah.
also, um, then other reason to rush an LLC is back then card shops would have so much product that they couldn't get rid of it quick enough. And so you can do wholesaling with them.
Mm,
But now they sell their stuff so easy. Like you don't even have to have any kind of charisma whatsoever. This stuff
yeah.
just sells. It doesn't matter.
It's like super easy right now. That's so cool. And I that's one of the first things I noticed is like, hey, you're talking about having a distro, and I was like, that's so cool. Like, look at this guy. Like, um, you're like, I know Pokey in some of his earlier videos would say like, "Hey, it's possible. Like some online sellers do get distros." Like, and I think he may have shouted you out or posted something about you online. I don't know, something about at some, maybe he commented on a video, but I saw that and I was like, wow, like you were just such a cool example of that being possible. And if I know it's possible for one person, I'm gonna stay optimistic and hopeful towards the future, no matter how
Yeah.
long it takes.
I think
Um,
once the market regulates a little bit, for sure, possible for anyone to do it.
yeah.
You just have to put in the work. And for some reason, I find people are scared to get LLCs. They think it's a super daunting thing. It's super easy. Just do it with your state. Usually it's on their website, walks you step by step through it. Super cheap too, usually. It's not too
Yeah,
bad.
that's what I've heard. It can be really affordable. Sober in the chat says I rushed an LLC to get the resale certification, tax exemption, etc. And that's the only positive he really sees with rushing it. I think that those are all great things.
Tax
I
write-offs too.
Yeah, I went the sole proprietorship, but I still have a reseller. I'm a certified reseller. I have a tax exemption card and everything. So it's
Nice.
possible both ways. I think it is kind of intimidating at first though. It is like kind of one of those first barriers you run into. It's like, okay, this is serious. Like these are I'm signing my name. I'm letting the IRS know. I'm letting my community know
Yeah.
that this is what I'm doing. So Sober says his LLC was like $150. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
No.
Well, Haas, I want to jump into some of the talking points. I'm really
Yeah,
excited,
sorry about that.
guys. We've got like four different main talking points. Don't be sorry at all. No, this is going great. We're gonna start off by talking about a situation that you recently released a video on, which is the Shiny Verts and Team Rocket Joey drama that's going on. What I think is so cool about this is two things. One, I have no idea what's going on outside of the like beef between Instagram stories right now, but your video shined a lot of light on the situation, and I think that's one of the things that you are like uniquely gifted in is your ability to investigate things. You know how to like dig in deeper from the surface level. So can you talk a little bit about that?
I can talk a little bit about it, but I'm probably going to be nicer than I thought it was going to be.
Okay, okay.
um, and I think the video was pretty nice, anyways. But um, I actually didn't even know what was going on with it either. I just I was actually making a different video for Friday, and I had it all scheduled up. I was about to go to bed, and then I see this drama just like unfolding, and I didn't even see the stories. I didn't even know it was on stories yet. I just saw Shiny Vert's video, and I'm like, crap, I got to delay Friday's video. I'm going to stay up and get this done. And I think I'm the only one that made like a really big video about it so
I think so
far,
too. Yeah.
because now it's down. He took it down,
Oh wow.
but it was some weird beef that Team Rocket Joey called out between him and other content creators. It kind of seemed like on other people's streams, podcasts, whatever you want to call it, where they like did joint interview stuff together, kind of like what we're doing. It seemed like he was kind of being like weird and inappropriate, and people are just kind of getting tired of him in a way.
Yeah.
And then he tries to flex on Team Rocket Joey, which is the worst thing you can do. You do not want to mess with Team Rocket Joey. I don't know
Yeah.
if you he's just way too smart.
He is super
Way too
smart.
smart.
That's
The
a
best rage baiter.
exactly. That's like with the persona and the character that he's built up with TRJ. I talk about this in my videos sometimes. I don't know if I communicate it as well as I want to, but content creators own the narrative. Like you and I, we own the narrative of our channel.
Yep.
And we build the narrative in such a way a lot of times that we can't be wrong. We build up our arguments in such a way. For example, I like to say, "Hey, I think that reprints are coming, but I don't know when they're going to happen." So for me, what I just did is I made a statement, and then I made sure I can never be wrong, right? Even if they come
I do
2
that all
years
the
from
time
now.
too.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that Joey does that in his videos. And for anybody to bite, if they take the bait, they're walking in. They're walking into a hard situation.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
And one thing that I think a lot of people miss about Team Rocket Joey when he's delivering what he thinks is going to happen, a lot of the time he's just talking about like short-term stuff that's happening now. A lot of people are like, no, it's going to go up and it'll gain more value. He's just talking about kind of more the immediate. He doesn't really talk about what happens the 5 to 10 years. And
Yeah.
that's kind of mainly what he focuses on. So anyway,
Yeah.
Shiny just goes off throwing cards and calling out Team Rocket Joey in the Instagram stories. And I talked to Team Rocket Joey about it a little bit too. And I don't want to, I don't know if I can talk about our
That's okay.
conversation too much,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, it was funny because he's flexing his car. He's like, Team Rocket Joey, look how much money I got. Look at this car. Look at my motorcycle. And the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure his license is suspended right now too.
Oof, that's a rough
And
one.
so, and then he was making comments about how, about after ripping $210, or he's doing his giveaway for Christmas, and he's going to rip about $210 worth of stuff. And he's like, oh man, I'm going to go broke doing this. And it's like, you just flexed your cars, but then you said, this is too much. It's like, should you have those cars? And without really knowing what was going on, I just kind of wanted to make a video to probe, to have other people interact and comment and give their take on it. And it just snowballed into this huge thing where basically he ended up taking his video down overall.
Oh.
Yeah. And so he actually commented on my video today. And this is why I'm going to be probably a little bit more respectful. And I was respectful in the video. I try to give criticism in the nicest way possible.
Sure, sure.
But in the video, in the comments, he said flexing was stupid as F. You gave a pretty solid take. I delete the vid because I was idiotic and not that person, or I'm not that person.
Sure.
Love you, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I told him, I was like, huge respect. It's hard to take criticism, feedback, and opinions and internalize it and be okay with it and move on. So good for him.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
huge.
actually huge of him. Gave him that shout out. I would have kept the video up. It's free views,
That's
free
true.
money. And I told him
True.
that too. But that's the thing though, is if you put your opinion, your beef, or whatever it is online, everybody's going to see it and everyone's going to have a thing to say about it.
Yeah. And that's one of the like it's kind of an exercise. Like I used to hear this. I used to work in ministry. I used to be a pastor, work at churches. Now I work in tech.
Nice.
But one of the things we would always say in ministry, and especially to people like volunteering at a church or stepping into some kind of leadership, we would always like just kind of let them know like, hey, it's really really important in life that you always have a soft heart, but you need to have thick skin. You
Hmm.
need to have a heart that's open enough to love and care for all people, but you need to have some thick skin because people are going to get upset, people are going to get mad, people are going to get emotionally charged, and when that happens, our response to that, if we respond in the same way, that could just ignite a whole firestorm. You know what I mean? So I've
Right.
taken that with me from that experience. I try to relay that to every area of my life. Is I want that soft heart and thick skin, but not to get we're not getting all religious and everything, but just
No,
want to throw that
that's
out
just
there.
practical, good human stuff.
Yeah, yeah. One thing I think that's awesome. I didn't realize the updates with him taking down the video and him commenting. I think that's such a display of being self-aware and really
Yep.
mature, I think all of us respond emotionally sometimes. We get charged up, we get hyped up we get gassed up on ourselves. And I don't know Shiny's story. Like I haven't followed him from, his start or anything on social, but he's been around a long, long time and he's had a lot of different arcs in his character and who he's been. And just from the outside looking in, I think that's encouraging. But I agree he should have left the video up. I think that he didn't have to take it down. So
Sometimes bad press is good press, especially when you're
sure,
monetized. Why not?
yeah. No,
But I don't know. It almost feels like he's struggling and he's just trying to portray himself one way. I hope whatever is happening, he can get some help with it for sure.
yeah,
It's a rough thing, I'm sure, whatever's going on.
yeah.
Um, I feel more bad for him than anything.
One of I know Team Rocket Joey. Joey definitely went in on him on the stories and the responses. But one thing I noticed is like Joey straight up said I've been a Shiny Vert fan. I've been one of your fans.
Yep.
And I think that's maybe I don't want to speak for Joey. Maybe we could he'd speak on it himself someday. But that's got to be something that you kind of wrestle with too. Is do you ever want to really meet your heroes? You know what I mean? Like that's always something I
And
think
and
about.
become disillusioned. That's a rough
Yeah,
thing for
because at
sure.
the end of the day, we're all human. So, cool. No, thank you so much for the update. That's so so cool. Like I was just following it from the outside Instagram story versions, and it's
I
awesome that he.
actually,
Go
oh
ahead.
sorry,
Sorry. No, no, you're
I was
good.
just gonna say, I actually really like investigative stuff, and I'm kind of surprised I haven't done more. We'll have to talk about it another night, but
Yeah.
um, did you ever see my video about that whatnot streamer that slapped his kid?
Oh, I did. I did watch that. Yes. Yes, that was
Yeah,
wild. Oh my
it
gosh.
was wild. And I did like so much research into that. I ended up finding what state he lived in and all this other stuff. I called
Wow.
DCFS and they went out there. But I love doing investigative stuff. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're like uniquely gifted and talented in that way. That's awesome. So cool. Well, we'll go ahead and shift over to our next conversation. Arc Strike in chat also mentioned that Shiny Vert used to be on the Trainer Gallery podcast. That was a really big podcast back in the day. Oh, I think it still is. Sorry, guys. No, no, no shade. Um, and then was just gone one day with no explanation. I'm sure there's always a story behind the story. There's a reason why that kind of stuff happens, and we'll probably never know. But
Yeah.
hopefully, Shiny's doing his thing, making steps in the right direction. We don't know what's happening, but it's positive vibes. Um,
Hope the
so
best
our
for him.
next topic is what would it take for things to hit MSRP? And we got a couple subtopics here, a little bit that we're gonna talk about. But in your opinion, what do you think it would take for us to see prices down to MSRP again?
It's very interesting because a lot of people blame only one part of the problem as to why we're not MSRP. They're like, oh, it's GameStop. Oh, it's scalpers. It's local game stores. It's the lack of product and all that stuff. Rip and shippers, all
Right.
that.
Yeah.
The problem is, and I guess not a problem, it just is going to take time to get to this part, but um, a big cascade of things have to happen, right? We have to bring enough product to market to where everybody gets so scared that's hoarding mass amounts of modern product to make them want to dump it. They're going to be like, nope, this is over. We rode the
Right.
wave. We're done. Move on. Rip and shippers got to pretty much get stopped because I remember back when Pokemon wasn't even popping off yet, and that's when I first started streaming. That's actually when I did my best streaming was
Oh,
when it
really?
wasn't popular. Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's probably when I made the most, ironically. It's weird
That's
because there's less
crazy.
streamers. But yeah, so streaming's got a lesson, and stores, once they're fully stocked and once I can just order stuff anytime I want from distro, I know we'll be there. But
Yeah.
right now, other than release product and then the random trickle of one case per week, and then it's gone at market price, like then we won't be there till that's gone. But
Yeah.
that's the thing is all the reprints that have happened have been done really close to market price for distro. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, what can you do with that? You know, how can you affect any change when you're paying almost market, for it?
Yeah.
So,
And that's when I know market price might bump up a little bit too, is because a new release comes through that I can pre-order, or a restock, and it's almost at market. I'm like, well, card shops can't sell it, except for above market now. So probably going to go up.
yeah, absolutely. I've seen that in my local LGS too. They typically try to keep prices on the lower side of
Yep.
market, close, not quite at MSRP, still elevated, but there's certain items that come through. I think anytime I see not so much prismatic anymore, I think they've put a little bit more product out there recently, but definitely Paldean Fates. I think there was like a sticker, tech sticker kind of restock
Yeah.
or something that happened. And
With
my
my
LGS,
distro for 2 weeks,
oh,
you
really?
could order a case of it, um, one case per week, and then it was gone after 2 weeks.
Yeah, and was it the same for you? My LGS owner said it was like expensive. It was like basically at market, like you're saying. There was
Yeah,
no
it was
wiggle
pretty
room.
expensive.
Yeah. For me, I am just a reseller. I sell on TCG Player. I stream. I make YouTube videos. I am not connected with distros. I just want to give little caveats, right? So I'm gonna pop off. And I'm gonna say some hot takes, and
Hell
just
yeah,
take it with
do
a
it.
grain of salt. Everything I say, guys. But this is my vibes. This is how I feel. And before we dive into my take, I'm gonna read, guys. You can comment your thoughts down in the comments section below, uh, and I will read it out loud as we have time. Arc Strike says, in my opinion, to get to MSRP, Pokemon just has to print a good amount of booster boxes of at least 5 or 6 sets to get people to back off a little bit and get price packs back down. Ironically, I think GameStop is helping the situation by taking away another avenue that scalpers used to use. Walmart limiting packs has also helped as well. I really like that take. I think that kind of transitions into my thoughts a little bit too. For the last month or two, I've been saying I think the Pokemon hobby and market is on thin ice because all it takes right now is for Pokemon to reprint the right product, and I think we see big shifts in the market. And I think that's the booster box because I think that we've been calling Pokemon's bluff for about 12 months. Pokemon does not print booster boxes. I hear that all the time from friend groups, YouTubers. They always say like, "Hey, buy your booster box right at release, pre-release. Those are going to be the cheapest you find booster boxes." I posted a video kind of calling out Twice Baked Jake because he said buying Mega Evolutions at 300 per box was a good buy, and I just wanted to remember that moment forever. Because that box is dipped below that, and
A lot.
um, it's crazy. But I think that that's been kind of everyone's kind of call on Pokemon. They're not gonna do it, but Pokemon makes their own rules, so I really feel like it could be coming. And then that kind of leads to my second kind of hot take here is I do think that Pokemon, one option they have to maximize their own profits would be to go to direct consumer. And I made a video about this, but Pokemon has established some direct to consumer sales funnels in arms of their business with PokemonCenter.com and with their vending machines. And I think if they did a sizable booster box reprint and they released some initial waves through their direct to consumer, it would cause chaos at first. But as people realize, like, hey, stock for Mega Evolutions boxes is not budging. You know what I mean? They've printed a sizable amount. They're quenching demand. I think very quickly on the secondary market that would start to cause a little wave. However, the only downside of that is the LGS, and the people with distribution that rely on it is if they hold that back from places that encourage playing the competitive card game and everything. I think that's one downside to that theory. But what are your takes on direct to consumer?
Well, let me answer Bing's question. He has a good one. He said, "Is it better to buy from real life stores like card shops or places like TCG Player for things like ETBs.
Mm,
So I'm going to throw a third option, actually. Locally, people selling locally, in my opinion, are the best way to get deals right now because you can talk people down and it's super easy. Um, I would say Facebook Marketplace right now. There's people panic selling. They're not willing to just like dump it and fire sell it, but it definitely is a lot better than market right now. So I would say Facebook Marketplace is my favorite place to buy if I'm going to buy like outside of distro right now.
yeah, I
And then at
second
card
that.
shows because I do the whole like, oh, I gotta buy at a percentage. Sorry.
Yeah,
So there's that. As far as direct to consumer, if that happens, I don't care. It's fine. If I
yeah,
get kicked out of distro, it's fine because I still want to do the social media part of it. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize, probably like the people like Pokey and Rev and all them. Yeah, they have distro, they have all that stuff, but they probably make just as much money from their YouTube views and stuff like that. And they can
yeah,
redirect that into their business. So, I mean, if I can get bigger on social media, I'd be fine with it anyways. I didn't, and plus there's still Japanese and Chinese to import, which I do. I import both of those. But as far as direct consumer, we've seen it where, obviously when Pokemon Center restocks, they always do it. It's at a good price. It knocks down market for a few months. It's great. But like you said, and same concern is what do you do about the local tournaments? How do you build up to national tournaments? And if you're not able to host those different card events and put card businesses out of business, essentially, distribution too. I mean, that'd be a lot of people losing jobs, losing all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if Pokemon would stomach that or not.
yeah.
Um,
And I don't think Pokemon, I don't think it's in their best interest to hurt the LGS.
no.
However, I bet some LGS owners with their current reprints of focusing on more big box GameStop, they probably do feel a little hurt, right now.
Yeah.
Because, the LGS, and I know GameStop kind of cosplays as an LGS, but that's not where community's built, for the card game and ripping packs and everything. That's really built at those local card shops.
Might be
And
in the future. There's some
that's,
Game Stops that have
that's true.
card like gaming tables. I think
Yeah.
some do pre-lease events and stuff like that. It's wild. Pokemon saved GameStop
Yeah, probably.
100%. I don't know why Pokemon loves GameStop so much, but they get some special treatment.
I
They get
think oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say they get exclusive products.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's crazy and exclusive card promos like the 151 Squirtle.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a couple of chats over here too. Ark says, I'm in a local Pokemon Restock Discord group. That's an interesting segue to maybe one of our topics for my area. And there's a couple of big scalpers in there. And recently they've been talking about how they have to sell their extra products soon to pay off credit cards. Ooh, that's interesting. So we're definitely at a shaky point in the market. That is so interesting. And I think I think Phantasmal Flames releasing when it did with the extended wait time of Ascended Heroes, I think this is a perfect storm. We're
Yeah.
seeing, reduction in price. Wave 2 of Phantasmal, I think Brian just mentioned in his video, it should be coming soon. And when that happens, we're going to see more pressure downwards on the market. So it would be a scary time to be a scalper, I think.
As far as Wave 2 for Phantasmal, it should be coming relatively soonish because when we initially pre-ordered it, because we had to pre-order it with Wave 1, um, it did say that it should just be like a handful of weeks after release, but I
Okay.
know Mega took a little bit longer than what they predicted. And then Wave 1 had the ETBs delayed,
I think
which
so.
kind of
Yeah.
sucked. And Phantasmal Flames Wave 1 had ETBs delayed. Um, Phantasmal Flames, I probably got more of that than any other set I've
Oh,
gotten
wow.
recently,
Yeah.
especially the UPCs. I think I got like 3 cases of them per wave. I've never seen, I've never gotten that many. I mean, Prismatic, I didn't even come close to that. So I think there's going to be a lot of product and some good discounts coming, especially with Costco restocking,
Yeah.
supposedly, allegedly, some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think things slowing. I'm excited to be a reseller in a business in a slower market or a lower market.
I like it
Um,
better.
I think I will too. I didn't really get to experience it. I started reselling and starting up my business around December, January, right, right as the tail end of Surging Sparks released, right as the market started surging, pun intended, upwards with Terrassal Festival and Prismatic Evolutions. And all I've ever known is this chaos, and I've been trying to tread lightly because I want to learn. Like, there's so many great
Yeah.
YouTubers in this space that have released content over multiple cycles, and Rudy from Alpha Investments. I watch a lot of his older videos from like the 2021, 2022 area.
Yeah.
And just to kind of learn like what were content creators talking about, what was happening in the market. Not that it's going to be one to one with what happens for us, but that there's probably lessons to be learned from back then. But yeah.
Two.
Zach M
Oh,
says that he got an order on TCG Player and he accidentally shipped. Someone bought the EV promo from Prismatic Evolutions ETB, but he accidentally sent the Pokemon Center stamped one
oh
instead of the regular
no.
one. And he
Oh
said that
no.
the buyer reached back out today, confirmed that he received the wrong card and is sending it back. What a
That
guy.
is so cool. I know I would have
Miracles
just
do
got screwed
happen,
with
guys.
that. So two
Oh my gosh.
points, and maybe I already forgot what the first one was going to be. Um, as far as direct to consumer though, and like Pokemon maximizing profits, I'm going to throw a curveball.
Okay.
And I'm not saying this is going to happen, but what if Pokemon said, "Hey, you know what? To help against scalping and all this other crap, and we can't realistically go direct to consumer. What if they raised MSRP to like $200 a booster box?"
Yeah. Yeah. I I think that's a theory I've heard tossed around a couple
I hope they
times.
don't, but
And yeah, I hope they don't either. But it's a perfect time for them, honestly.
yeah,
With all the demand, everything that's happening, what would $200 be? $200 it'd be divided by 36. I can't do math, but it'd be closer.
I got a
Would it be over
calculator.
$5? I don't think so. Right at $5. Get my calculator out real fast. Of course, that's before taxes, but
Oops.
yeah, so that's $5.50 per pack, a little bit more.
Which is kind of crazy.
It is
I used to sell
crazy.
booster boxes at like 110 back
That
when
is
things were
wild.
slower. Because I don't have a store and stuff like that. I was getting people $3.05 a pack, essentially.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, but during that time, kind of talking about direct to consumer and heat waves and slow times and stuff like that, online, nobody wanted to buy stuff. Even though things are super cheap and I'd whip out cases for way cheap, nobody wanted it. But my
yeah,
rip and ships were busy as they've ever been because that's when a lot of the other crappy, scummier streamers are kind of gone. And so you get more attention.
yeah.
And locally, I was selling the cases like crazy. And so it kind of like your where you sell changes up a little bit during the
Sure.
slow times for sure.
Yeah, I'm really excited to live through that a little bit and kind of get my feet wet with it, get some experience. Nick says I've been a buyer in a similar situation as Zach's, and not everyone out there is slimy. That's true. There is,
It's so
I
true.
think I think for the most part, a majority of people are pretty. They have integrity. They have good character. I believe the best about people. Um, but there are more slimy people out there, and if you watch Rattle, you watch the Whatnot scammers, you see them all the time. It feels like.
I think
Um,
oh
Go ahead.
sorry.
Joe. Sorry. No, you're
No,
good.
you're good. My bad. I
Um,
think most people are good.
yeah,
It's just social media blitzes it to you and
yeah,
it makes it seem like everything's just bad.
that's so true. It's just like the news, right? If
Yeah.
you turn on the news, it'd be the same thing.
I miss the
Um,
90s. Just seems so much more peaceful.
yeah, true. If we could go back, dial up internet, pagers,
Mm-hmm.
all the good
Some
stuff.
good old net zero.
Yeah. Um, Nick has a good point. He says Lorcana's MSRP is $5.80 per pack. And I think another caveat here is they could raise the MSRP, which would really impact current prices. But as a market slows down, MSRP is typically the high end of prices. So we could still see sub $5 packs. Not at Walmart. Walmart's going to be selling for full MSRP, but your LGS and your online sellers probably give you a good deal on it in a softer market. So that's a good point, Nick. I didn't know Lorcana was so expensive. Actually, that's crazy.
It's just interesting because in a slower time, I had so much more leeway to do better pricing.
Yeah,
But then in these not so slow times, I don't have as much leeway. It's crazy.
yeah. How are you doing on time? I know we got one more topic to jump into, but
I got all the time in the world.
oh, sweet. Okay.
I'm a
I'm good
babbler.
too.
I will talk forever.
No worry. Me too. I can talk forever. Probably wrap it up in like maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes, guys.
Yep.
Our last topic is a little bit spicy. We want to talk about Poke Notify. They've been kind of entrenched in some controversy here and there with their different announcements, alleged announcements of reprints. So, do you want to dive into that?
Man, they made that one announcement where they showed like Paldea Evolved booster boxes
Yeah, that
and
was
like all this
rough.
other products saying, "Hey, get ready to get notified, get our subscription because these reprints are coming and you need to know about them." Or in store too. They're like in store stuff, and I think Opossum Bud made a video about it where he called out that they weren't getting the in store deals very well, and they're like, "We never promised that," and it's in like their little mission statement. So I thought that was hilarious, but
Yeah,
I feel like they're baity, and I get why people want to use Pokenotify because it's so hard to get things at MSRP. I
yeah,
so
yeah,
get it, and people are so desperate. Um, but paying monthly for an alert to where you have to camp your phone anyways, you have to literally be like this, wait till about 3 a.m. for something to restock, click on it, and then you still probably don't get it. So
yeah.
I just don't get it, especially when Rattle has free ones. But
That's that's true. I'm
I'm
in
just
Rattle's Discord, but I when the bull market first started, I was much more into like trying to get the drops.
yep,
But as it's gone on, I just don't have time. Like I don't have time to be up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. for the next Walmart or Target drop. It just doesn't work with my schedule. So Nick in the chat says that he's in Poke Notify. Will you let us know if you've had some good luck there? Do you feel like it's been a good value for your monthly money? I don't want to. We're going to talk a little bit negatively about it from our outside perspective, but I would love to have an insider perspective as well. I think I don't I'm torn on their recent announcements, or that one. That's the most controversial one they've had. Is the one you
yeah,
talked about. I'm torn on it because I understand being a business, you want to drive customers to your service. That's your product. But like the moral gray area there, you know what I mean? Like it's almost crossing a line that I would feel weird about, if that makes sense. Like me personally, if I was the business owner, I would feel weird. But at the same time, I don't feel bad at all for doing clickbaity YouTube titles. But I'm not
yeah.
guaranteeing X, Y, or Z thing may be coming. You know what I mean? So it's different, but I
I
don't
do
know.
some very clickbaity titles, but very early on I say, I don't think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
here's what I think is going to happen. And a lot of the time, especially when it comes to like restock and reprint information, I don't say anything about it until I see an invoice. Once I see an invoice, I don't promise anything until then. And
yeah,
so I
yeah.
just I just don't touch that. And actually we have a, not to sidetrack too much, we have a question.
Oh,
Um Being is asking, what set should I keep an eye, or keep my eye out for? I really want to get some more cards for my starting collection. Oh, well, welcome. That's
that's cool.
exciting.
Yeah.
But buying singles isn't that fun.
Hmm.
I love ripping. What do you think, Rar?
Yeah, so two sets that I've personally had my eyes on are Surging Sparks and Journey Together. Those pack prices online have been going down. I haven't checked in the last couple days, so caveat that in case they're rising again. But
Changes every hour, so
yeah, exactly. So when I was looking, Journey Together was in the lower $5 range on TCG Player. That is getting so close to MSRP. It's really exciting. And then Surging, they had a couple collection boxes and just reprints of stuff hit the market, and that was down below $6 as well. For me, as like I love ripping packs too. I try to not do it as much, but I do my rip and ship. I love ripping packs, putting together binders. I have a problem a little bit.
me too.
But for me, under $6, I feel much more comfortable paying that price to rip and enjoy um, than I do at some of these like 8, 7, 8, 9 above dollars. So those are two sets, and then I keep a close eye on Phantasmal. That's all I'll say. Just keep an eye on it. You may be able to find some good deals. You may see it in stock at retails when that second wave hits, depending on how big it is. Fingers
So to
crossed.
piggyback, um, there's there's been some reprints that have happened, and some sets have been actually reprinted more.
Hmm.
But again, with it being closer to market price, like a lot of people didn't know about it, but it did dump the price a little bit. And you're right, Surging Sparks is one of them because I have gotten tons of Surging Sparks ETB restocks, and they are actually pretty well priced, and so I was able to throw them out at a pretty good price, and I think that's why the price has been going down a bit. But there's also been like booster boxes over time that have happened that people don't realize, like Twilight Masquerade booster boxes
Ah,
actually did
okay.
come out, but it was very short, very short. um but lots of Twilight Masquerade ETBs. I've gotten multiple prismatic restocks, but not the best price. I would keep an eye out for Twilight, and then like you said, Surging. And they both have some really cool cards, like
They
the
do.
Blood Moon Ursalona. Love that card. You can chase the Greninja, which is a super cool card.
Yeah.
And of course, with Surging Sparks, you got the Booty Chew, which I
Yep.
love. Well, I think I like Ascended Heroes or Pikachu better.
Oh, we need to talk about the card. We
We
need to
do
talk about
need
the
to talk
art.
about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hydreigon, super
Yes.
cool one. And maybe look at Black and White. That one kind of dips around a little bit. I think Black and White's a pretty solid one when you can find it at a good price.
Yeah.
But again, look for anything on Facebook Marketplace. I think that's where we're going to find some good deals you can negotiate, and then watch for the Costco drops. I know a lot of people try to get the Walmart ones and other stuff like that, but Costco is like your best chance. They actually do a pretty good job at limiting how much you can buy, and
Yeah.
the drops are a lot more realistic, and it's at
Absolutely.
the best price you'll ever see.
Yeah. I think black and white's a good call. Like those hit rates and the amount of hits you can get out of that set. If you associate or not associate, that's the wrong word. But if you like any black and white Pokemon, there's IRs in there for almost every single black and white Pokemon. Like you can find some really cool cards.
Yep.
And then my favorite card in Surging is actually the Ceruledge IR. I love that card. It's
Yep.
so cool.
That's my
Ceruledge is one
favorite.
of my favorite.
I don't have it.
Oh yeah,
I want it.
I have one. It's a super off-centered copy of it I got from my LGS. So I was so excited.
Yeah.
um,
The
just to have
artwork
it.
on it fits so well with like the Obsidian Flames Charizard, the Paladin Fates Charizard. And so I want to get it just for that. But I just love that
Yeah.
card.
Nick has some updates for us from Poke Notify. He said that he's an OG member since last November. So he actually pays a reduced like early adopter price. So he's not
Oh,
paying the
very nice.
full. So that's definitely better. So he's definitely had his fair share of wins from the service. I don't sell products, but I definitely could pay for a full year very easily from some of their Poke Notify from some of his wins. So if he sold
That makes sense.
his wins, he could definitely make some money there. That's cool. The rattle one probably gets you 90% as much, so a little bit less maybe, but there's no fee.
Yeah.
So maybe Poke Notify is a little bit better of a service there, but 90% is close. That's really close.
I've had some luck on rattles.
Yeah.
And usually for Pokemon Center drops, that's where I go to.
Yeah. I definitely also get the update like the at Pokemon Center, and I'll be like, oh, I'll log on, and it's like you have a 5 hour wait time, and then I'll be like, nah, I'm good.
It usually goes a little quicker than that.
It probably
but
does. It probably does. I just have like sticker shock. Art says
the thing I hate
oh,
is
go
usually
ahead.
I'm working, and like my phone screen will shut off, and then I'll get back to it, and it resets my spot in queue, and that's just
Dang.
hopeless for me.
Yeah, yeah. Ark says he personally uses Rattle's Discord for the Pokemon Center drops and have had pretty good luck there with the last few drops. He got PC ETBs, booster boxes,
Congrats.
bundles from Mega Evolutions and Phantasmal. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Ark also mentions that white and black right now in secondary market are about $10 a pack. So a little expensive. I think white actually can be cheaper sometimes, but that set does seem to fluctuate. And remember, we just had the big Cyber Monday sale, so prices are a little bit weird right now. So just like you even see
All the
Phantasmal
lower
is
price stuff has
increasing.
gotten scooped up.
Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how much more product hits the market before more reprints and wave twos come. Well, we can go ahead and last topic. We wanted to talk about some arts. You know, that's a big hot topic in the market right now. Oh, did you have something to show?
No. Well, I was just going to bring up another opportunity
Okay,
that I've
okay.
been finding on Facebook Marketplace is I've been getting a lot of people to sell me Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center ETBs for
Ooh.
140. So
Ooh.
I have a ton of these. I have lots of them. And so you can find people willing to sell them for like 140, 160 because the running narrative is that Phantasmal Flames is no good. Nobody cares
Yep.
about it.
Yep.
And so you can actually pick these up for a really good price locally right now.
That's awesome. Yeah, I when it comes to picking up product, if you're a collector, you just want to have packs if you want to have a seal collection, a collection, rip packs, I would really recommend you kind of want to step outside of your collector shoes and step more into a reseller perspective and attitude. And really, you want to wheel and deal some of those deals because that asking price on Facebook Marketplace, it can always go lower than what they have it listed at. And it just takes a little bit of nuance, a little bit of negotiation. Always be respectful, but you can get some really great deals.
I guess another thing to add to that is like doing a card show
True.
because then you can be the vendor and you can be like, oh, as a vendor, I only buy it 65, 70%, especially if these, prices are just plummeting. Got to protect myself for resales. So
Yeah,
65, that's all I can
it's
do.
true.
And a
Yeah,
lot of people will just sell just so they can move on and get some notes.
yeah, they do. A lot of people just want that next thing. Or people have collection goals and they no longer need the phantasmal because they're focused elsewhere. Our last topic is kind of a hot topic. I kind of mentioned this in one of my videos. We were chatting about it offline. Is Ascended Heroes has a lot of duplicate SIRs, and I kind of made this statement. I was a little bit trolling, but listen, is the Pikachu, the Mewtwo, the Inzorark, are we looking at the rejected Pokemon art that wasn't good enough for the main sets? Hot take, guys. What do we think? I think that Mewtwo looks kind of goofy, and it's an Arita art. Like Arita's an OG artist. Okay, I feel bad saying it, but I do not personally like that card. More power to you if you like it.
Do you want to go with your opinion on all of them first, or do you want me to go?
Oh, yeah, I can go ahead and do it. I think the real standout ones for me are going to be. I'm trying to pull it up right now. I had it open. Um, the real standout ones, the Pikachu. I like the Pikachu better than the Butt Chew from Surging. So I know I'm trolling by the dropout reject arts. I like it. I
I
like
love
the
your point on
Inzoro
that.
arc. And then I actually do like the Dragonite. I do not personally, it's not my favorite Pokemon, but I do love the theme with the evolution line in the art of the card. I really like that. Um, my the ones I don't like that I think are overhyped. I think all mega hyper rares are overhyped. I think it's a gimmick that the hobby is super keen on, but I don't think it's going to stick. I think those cards will be cheaper in the future. That's a hot take maybe, but I'm happy that Pokemon's experimenting with a new higher rarity. So I think that they're going to iterate on it and we're going to see something amazing in the future, but I don't think these gold cards are it for me. And then so my hot takes are the Team Rocket's Mewtwo from Arita. I think it's kind of a mid card in Mega Gengar. I don't like it. I don't like how busy it is. Those are my two. What do you think?
So I thought they already had the perfect formula for gold cards with Crown Zenith. And if they
Oh
want to make this
yes,
set kind of like Crown Zenith, I don't know why all the SARs didn't get some really cool gold versions of that, right?
true. That's a good point.
And right now the gold cards just look like a a leaflet of gold with some line work. I hate them. And they're
Mm,
so expensive. I don't get it. It
yeah,
blows my mind. I know there's like the pull rate, which is hard, but I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.
same.
Now, the biggest controversial card, of course, is Dragonite, because people have been wanting a Dragonite. They're like, we had Sleepy Dragonite. When's the next one? And this should have been it. I think it's still a good looking card.
Mm,
I feel like they could have gone a much cooler direction. The wings on the head, I don't get that. I
yeah,
don't love it. If they just took that off, I think it would look perfect. And they kind of have it at a weird angle too.
that's true.
So
Yeah,
I don't know if you have your Instagram pulled up, but I
let me see.
actually sent you a picture for reference here. And I kind of wish they did this with the Dragonite. Its wings on its head are so big, and I'll have it up on my computer right here so people on YouTube can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
His wings are so big. you could literally have it curved down to the back and then come out, and it wouldn't look so awkward. But how come they didn't like do this cool feather detail? They could have literally, like the picture I sent you, could be
Yeah,
like
yeah,
descending out of the clouds, dark clouds with all these light rays coming down and stuff like that. This is how I'd picture that type of a Dragonite being with this ultra awesome artwork.
yeah,
The cotton candy Dragonite is cool, but just not what it could have been better.
yeah. And to paint a visual for my side is it's just really huge, like angelic wings, kind of towards where wings would typically be. And I love the idea of maybe them wrapping around
Yeah.
Dragonite as well. It's just like has this more regal, like epic look than the more kitty kind of what we got with the wings on the head. So I totally agree.
I think
Could've
it's
been
more like
cooler.
Crown Zenith artwork.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think we're into the more cartoony artwork nowadays.
I think you hit the nail on the head with the gold cards. I think Crown Zenith is the like gold standard
Yeah.
for like top end chase cards with the gold cards. I totally agree with that.
And a lot of people thought those prices on those cards weren't going to go anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's
But now
crazy.
they're worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I love the Gengar. I think the Gengar looks fantastic. I like it better than Fusion Strike, in my opinion.
Okay. Wow,
But
that's a hot take. Wow.
I wasn't around for Sword and Shield, so I feel a little
Mhm.
more disconnected from it. Like I I have very unpopular opinions, but I like the prismatic Umbreon much better than the other Umbreon.
Okay.
And again, because I think it would go well with my artwork, with like my Obsidian Flames Charizards and my Paladin Fates Charizards, it kind of matches up better for when I display them.
Yeah.
I think the Pikachu looks like Bubble Mew artwork. Not the same artist, unfortunately, but still good.
Yeah.
And I'm torn on the Mewtwo. I want both of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I want both of them. I think
Okay.
Destin slightly edges it, but I do like this other Mewtwo card too.
Okay.
And I don't
That's
know if it's
awesome.
like the little aura that's kind of around Mewtwo or
There
what
is
it
a little
is.
aura. Yeah, yeah, there definitely is.
Yeah. And then
Eh,
just like the red spotlight, stuff like that. It's a lot less detailed than the other one. But I like it. I don't
yeah.
hate it. Halucha was very surprising.
Oh yeah, I didn't even mention Hawlucha. Yeah, Hawlucha's pretty cool.
That artwork is crazy. I don't even like Halucha as a Pokemon,
Yeah.
but I love that artwork. And then Team Rocket Joey knocked it out of the park. What's the bird? Is it Cresselia?
Pheasantipity?
Pheasantipity. That love that card. It
Dude,
looks so good.
it's beautiful art. It's super cool. Love the colors and everything.
Yeah. So I
Um,
actually really like the top hits in this set.
okay, so I have a little hot take here, but I do think it's funny. Okay, the Pikachu is ironically my favorite terrestrialized SAR that we've gotten, and it's
Mhm.
not even an SV. It's not even
That's
in the
fair.
Scarlet and Violet block,
That's
you
fair.
know? So we finally got a hat Pokemon that I like. I like the Charizard and Obsidian Flames and Paldean Fates. I love those cards. I like the terrestrialized look, the stained glass kind of look to it.
It's kind of like light and
Um,
dark.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You put
They
them
look
together, it's
good
like
together,
good
right?
and
You put them
evil.
in a binder.
Looks so
Oof.
good.
But yeah, I love this Pikachu. But no, I thought your takes were great. The Hawlucha is a standout card. I don't know if that card will ever skyrocket in price or anything, but
Nope.
it's a cool art.
But there's sometimes that cards that I just really like that nobody else does. Like I have a
Yeah.
Steelix collection. Love Steelix, especially the Aquapolis e-reader Steelix. Such a beautiful card. But this new Steelix that recently came out, like they're only like $5 to $7 a card,
It's a
and
cool
I'm trying to
card
scoop
too.
up a good handful of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think they're going for like 150 to 200 in a PSA 10.
Oh, maybe
But
some arbitrage there. Great
yeah,
play.
maybe some fun little grading plays that nobody really cares about. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only people that like Steelix. But I just like stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I do the same thing. I love Cosmo Hollow, like promos. So
Yep.
the Costco tins with all the starters and Pikachu, I've got a ridiculous amount of those stored away because
Are
I
you
just
talking
love
about the
them.
151 reverses?
Yes, the reverse with the Cosmo on
I
it,
have so many of those.
dude. I love those. And
I
then,
want to get them all graded sequentially
oh, that's a
for
good idea.
all the starters.
And then I bought it as inventory, but I bought it as kind of a stupid fun purchase. Is I bought 50 Piplup ARs because Piplup's my favorite Pokemon. Had them imported from Japan, and
Nice.
just to have fun, you know. Just I
Yeah.
have 50 piplups, you know.
Sometimes you
It's
have to do
awesome.
that,
Yeah, it just felt right in the moment. So
especially if you're doing this as a business or a social media thing or something. If you don't do something that's fun for it, you'll burn out and you'll
that's true.
just be like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
Bing
I
has
saw
a
that.
question.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead. Yeah.
sorry. No,
No,
you
you're
go.
good. I was just
Um,
gonna.
he
No,
was
you're
just saying
good.
he loves the Dragonite,
Oh,
and I think just the SAR in general. So, I mean, that's cool. I think it's a great card. I think it's a
yeah.
great card. I just had like a different vision in my head for it.
I think a lot of people did. And Ark actually on my stream had a good call out too about the Dragonite. Um, he said that the wings on the head are just because of the Dragonair to make it more in line with the previous evolution line. It's also I heard the
Especially
Off
with the
Center
tail. That
podcast.
makes
Shout out to
sense.
them. It's also I believe Dragonite is themed after Hermes, and Hermes was a Greek god I believe
Had
of
wings on his ankles, right?
yeah, wings on his ankles, and he had a helmet with wings on the head,
Yeah.
and they kind of related it to that imagery. And you know, Dragonite is like the mailman of Pokemon. You know, that's how they
Yep.
portray him a lot. So it kind of makes sense there. I kind of like that. Ark also said Mega Halucha is another Akira Agawa. Sorry, arts the same person that illustrated the Mega Charizard X SIR. That's really cool. I didn't
Oh,
realize
very
that.
cool. I didn't know that either.
Oh, he said he was wrong. He was wrong. Different
Oh,
person. But Akira Igawa is a very popular um, artist. I know a lot of people are into the artist right now. And then the last comment from Arc was, I think the only reprint SIR that's actually better than the original is the Enzoro arc, is what Arc said. I
oh
agree
yeah.
with that. I like the Enzoro arc a lot. So
That one looks so good. That one does kind of fit Crown Zenith vibes with like the Hisuian. Oh, what was
yeah,
the
yeah,
name of it? Forget it, but it was really cool.
yeah. Well, Haas, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for
Um,
having me, man. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
we got to do this again sometime in the future. Guys, in the chats, let us know. Did you enjoy the stream? Did you guys enjoy the content? If you don't mind, Haas, I'll probably upload the standalone video to my channel at
Yeah,
some point.
of
I'll send you
course.
the file too as well if you want to review
Sweet.
that, do something with it. Um, but yeah, guys, thank y'all so much for hanging out. Haas, have a great night. Have a great weekend with the fam.
Guys, follow RAR TCG. Super awesome guy. You all have a good weekend. How do we end it? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Should
yeah, do your thing.
It's so corny. I don't know why I picked it. I don't know
It's
why I
cool.
picked it.
It's
Probably it
cool.
like relates to work or something. But it's funny because on my other screen, I have my OBS going. And so would turn my head to get ready to click it off. And I'm like, I don't want to just be sitting here saying goodbye like this. So I always look over and I say, I hope you all have a good night. Make sure I have it on the button. And I turn around and go, don't do anything crazy.